Sarah Ferguson and Prince Andrew have secret son, claims outrageous and bizarre report. Sarah Ferguson and Prince Andrew have a secret son, according to an outrageous and bizarre report. The former couple had daughters, Princess Eugenie and Beatrice, but split before they had chance to try a much longed for boy, claims Australian magazine New Idea. Instead, they considered their nephew Peter Phillips as their surrogate son, according to the report, which says they grew even closer after Peter's parents, Princess Annie and Mark Phillips, separated in 1989. Fergie and Andrew have often called Peter their little boy. They were incredibly close, and he was like the secret son they never had. A source sensationally claims they loved their daughters so much, but they always loved the idea of having a baby son in their lives, and it was their one regret that they didn't try for another baby in the hope he would be a boy. And when they split 23 years ago, they were sad when they realized it would never happen for them. Andrew and Fergie remain incredibly close, so much so they share a £13 million ski lodge in the Swiss resort of Verbier, and apparently still lives together at Windsor Royal Lodge. In 2000, she even claimed she and Prince Andrew had thought of remarrying, but said Prince Philip wouldn't allow it. And in 2010, she admitted that if they had their time again, they would stand up to those who pushed them apart. Both Andrew and I, both of us say now, if we could go back, we would definitely play differently, and we should have learned how to play the chess game differently. And maybe we still have been together because we would have said no to being separated after our wedding. In 2017, she said tongues wagging when she told an Australian radio show that they never really left each other. And Fergie went as far as to confirm she's very much in love with Andrew. I think the love I had for him then is the love I still have for him now. I still married the best and the greatest gentleman that I know, she told Ernie Maris in 2010. We are the happy even after. It's not just about marriage, it's more about this extraordinary friendship we have. Andrew and I, we have a love which is unfathomable, and it's so great, and the two girls love it. Should we be married? I don't think we are meant to be married. I think I'm free and wild and going around, but nothing will take his place in my heart. Princess Diana and Sarah Ferguson's secret plan to leave their husbands and escape royal life. When it comes to understanding royal life and how to be the wife of a prince, Sarah Ferguson was one of the few people in the world who really understood Princess Diana. The sisters-in-law were both thrown into the limelight when they married their princes and had to quickly adapt to their new lives when they were still very young. But after years of marriage, the women had another thing in common. They were both unhappy. They were so unhappy, they reportedly come up with a plan to leave their husbands and escape royal life together. According to the Daily Mail's Richard Kay, Princess Diana thought about leaving Charles for the married dad of three, Oliver Howard, who had affair with the princess. The two women came up with a plan to leave everything behind together and leap for freedom. They even had a code word for their plan, Tregunta Road, which was Mr. Horse's Chelsea address. Mr. K writes, at the height of their unhappiness with Charles, the address where Ho lived in Chelsea, Tregunta Road, was a code word she and her sister-in-law, the Duchess of York, devised to describe their clandestine plans to abandon their husbands and their royal lives. Tregunta Road was our code for escape, she once told me. It meant our leap for freedom. By then, however, her love for Ho had subsided, but her wish for a life outside the royal family hadn't. It has always been said that Diana lost her nerve, that double breakout with Fergie from behind palace's walls, and that when Fergie split from Prince Andrew was announced, the princess, whose marital unhappiness was greater of the two women, quietly changed her mind. He was always very discreet and has taken the full story of their tempestuous relationship to his grave. However, a friend exclusively revealed details to the Mirror, claiming the princess taunted him with malicious calls from outside his home after he dumped her. The calls were even investigated by the police, but Mr. Ho knew exactly who was making them.